Hello everyone, thanks for joining Listen at Lunch. My name is Carrie Blake. I'm coming to you from Houghton Lake with a couple terrific friends and fellow demonstrators. We're up here for the Leaders Summit and we're enjoying our time together. And today's episode is going to be another, wow, this is great. What a great card. I can do this. So let's jump in. Today we're going to be making a Slimline card. And just to be funny, it's going to be a hot dog fold. So we're going to start out with, here's the supplies I'm going to be using. The Boho Indigo stamp set, which is a photopolymer. Love it. It's really pretty. The sayings are really beautiful and versatile. And then we're also going to be using the Boho Indigo Designer Series papers, which have dry embossed, very vanilla, and some beautiful, beautiful Designer Series papers here in the Misty Moonlight and Night of Navy. So here we go. So the first thing you're gonna need is a paper trimmer. We're gonna start out with this paper trimmer and we're gonna cut a piece. This is gonna be our card base. We're gonna cut this piece of very vanilla to 7 by 9. I'm gonna extend this out. So we're gonna cut off the long side, the 8.5 side to 7, and just set that aside because you can use that for your sentiment. And then we're going to cut this at 9. Okay, and then we're going to score. So let's move this up. Then we're going to score the long side, the 7-inch side, in half, which would be at 3.5. So line that up. And using the score blade, I'm going to score. And do I have my bone folder? Don't think I do. All right, we're going to do this with my finger because I don't have my bone folder handy. There we go. So now we have our Slimline card, and this is going to fit in a legal size envelope perfectly. Okay, so now we have the card base. I want to layer, because I'm using the Boho Indigo paper, Designer Series paper, and it's Misty Moonlight and Night of Navy. I'm going to use a matte color with the Misty Moonlight. And the size that I need for the matte is 3 1/4. And you want to do that long ways. So we're going to cut it at 3 1/4 long, or wide, on the long side of your cardstock, and then we're going to cut this down to 8 3/4 for our matte piece. Boom. And set those aside because you can use those later too. All right, now we're pretty much done with this because I've already pre-cut our Designer Series paper pieces to the size that I need. So we're going to bring this back in and see how that fits perfectly on the front of the card. And we're going to be making this card, we're going to make this card the long way. This would be perfect for putting a check or money in for a graduation gift or a wedding gift. And I'm going to show you some beautiful samples at the end as well. So I've chosen 3 different pieces of Designer Series paper and then also this dry embossed flower pattern in the very vanilla. And these 3 pieces are all cut at 3 by 2 3/4. So you can see this way is not going to work evenly all around, but this way is. So you just decide how you want these laid out, which I think I'm going to do them this way. Okay, and I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attach these papers to my mat of Misty Moonlight. So I'm going to flip those over, and look how pretty the other sides are. All right, and I like to use the Multipurpose liquid glue, as you know, because it gives me wiggle room. With an adhesive, it's going to secure it right then. And I'm gonna have to peel it off. I might peel my cardstock off with it, but with the multi-purpose liquid glue, I can set it down and move it around. So I have some time to get it centered perfectly. So there's the end piece, and I'm gonna do the other end piece. Then we're gonna put our middle piece in. That way your middle piece is even on both sides, if that makes sense. It's evenly spaced. All right. It's so peaceful up here. And my wonderful friends who I'm up here with helped me design these cards. So you get to see a lot of their handiwork too. They're very talented. I am honored to be with them. All right, there we go. We've got our 3 pieces on here, evenly spaced. How pretty, huh? We can go ahead and mount this on our card base. And again, I'm just going to use this multi-purpose liquid glue. It's a super strong adhesive, but it gives you time to move it around so that it's perfectly placed. Okay, and here's my card front. Was I going to do it this way? I was going to do it this way. And just for Cindy, I'm gonna stamp, you know, make sure that's in place. All right, next, we're going to, what I've done is I've punched out a couple of the Tasteful Touches, Tasteful Label dies, and we're gonna stamp our, these are the 2 that I used. And we're gonna stamp our image on one of them, and the other is a layer of Misty Moonlight, and I will show you. So I've got an extra one in case I boo-boo. Here's my layer. This is Misty Moonlight. And this is very vanilla. And we're gonna stamp with Misty Moonlight ink, and because it's a photopolymer, we definitely want this Stampin Pierce Mat underneath, so we have some cushion. Okay, and it is photopolymer, so we can see right through, and I love that. So it's going to be perfectly, you don't have to stamp first. I'm going to go right down in the center here. My name is Carrie, my name is Carrie, my name is Carrie. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right. Next thing we're going to do is take a piece of beautiful ribbon that comes in the Boho Indigo product medley. And this is gorgeous ribbon. And I'm just going to take a look and see how far I want. I'm just gonna put some underneath, like a little banner strip. And that's about a good length. It adds a nice little touch because it is a night of navy, kind of a frayed denim sort of look. So pretty. And you can only get that with the product medley purchase. All right, and I'm going to use my multi-purpose, I'm going to use my Stampin Seal in order to put the ribbon on. But first I'm going to decide where I want to place this. Do I want it exactly in the middle, or do I want it offset a little bit? Such decisions, right? Okay, I think offset is kind of pretty. We'll do it right in the middle. Okay, so here we go. just put a little Stampin' Seal there. And I'm going to put my ribbon over it, centered. And then secure it. Voila. Very pretty. Next, I'm going to take some dimensionals. I'm going to take some mini dimensionals, and I'm going to pop this up. Because you're already getting a little bump up from the ribbon, I'm only going to put dimensionals at the top portions right here. So I'll put 3 at the top, whoop, a little bit off, and 3 at the bottom. No, I don't. I'm going to take my take your pick tool handy, but I would pick these off with my take your pick tool. But I'm just going to press down, make sure they're secure, and then take these little sleeves, covers off, and pop this right on. I'm going to space it evenly. Voila. Then I'm going to pop this up too. I'm going to pop up our greeting. Sentiment. What do you call it? Sentiment or greeting? Or both? Lisa? Do you call it a sentiment or a greeting?
Greeting.
Okay, so we're popping up our greeting. Right in the center. Voila. Now we could be done, but we're not. We're going to add just a little bit more, because also included in the Boho Indigo product medley and in the refill kit with your designer series paper are these beautiful little paper flowers. And you've seen me use these before. They are just darling. And I'm going to use a couple small. Okay. And I'm going to use one large. I'm going to put them on glue dots. Our mini glue dots that I absolutely love for ease. All right, there we go. There's our flowers. Just to add a little more, a little wow, right? This one right here. You want to make sure when you put these on a glue dot that you press down real hard and then peel off. You can use your take your pick tool to peel it off of the glue dot there. I'm going to put a third one up top here. Whoop. So you press down hard, peel it off. And there you go. Isn't that gorgeous? So this is a nice long hot dog fold, and again, it fits in a legal size envelope. So pretty, so pretty. This could be used for a wedding card or a graduation, or, well, this one says, sorry, you're feeling blue, so you're gonna send this to somebody who's feeling blue. Or who loves blue. All right, and of course, I'm going to show you a couple other samples. Here's another one using the same papers, only I've made it like a hot dog fold. So it opens up this way, so it's tall. And pretty much the same idea. Isn't that pretty? Same papers. And I've mounted this with matted it on Night of Navy, and then the card base itself is Misty Moonlight. Gorgeous, right? Let me show you some others that my stamping friends that I'm with this weekend have made. This one's made with the poinsettia. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Here's another one. Look how pretty this is. This is the Peony Designer Series paper. Peony stamp set. Look at the inside. Here's a thank you using the Ornate Garden Suite and the Peony Designer Series paper, and my favorite little faceted gems. Gorgeous, right? All right, and then I have two more that I'm going to show you. The first one I used, oh no, just one more I'm going to show you. I used Snow Wonder and Peace and Joy, and I think you're really going to like this one too. And I also used the Designer Series paper called Wonder of the Season. Wonder of the Season. And this paper is really pretty. There are some gold foil printing. There's some real red printing. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then the back sides are black and white, or, yeah, black and whisper white. Basic black and whisper white. This is a gorgeous set. So I chose the Designer Series paper from that. I did the snowman. I used the joy. And here's this great little hot dog fold Slimline card that I made. Woo. Isn't that pretty? We used Winko Stella. We used the Pool Party blends. We used the Poppy Parade to color in the little berries. And then we have the snowflake elements on here just to set it off with this beautiful ribbon. So pretty, right? All right, as usual, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'll post my supplies in the description as video ingredients. And did you know that you can watch all my episodes on YouTube? Catch up on almost all of them. You'll really get some chuckles because there's quite a progression and lots of background going on. I'm real, so I hope you enjoy watching those as well. You can find those on YouTube under Inkin and Latte with Carrie Blake. If you don't have a demonstrator already, I would love to be yours. I'll give you great customer service, and I give you thank you gifts too. I just love the relationships that I have with my friends and customers, and I'd love for you to be one too. So be sure to check out my online store, carryout.stampinup.net, and place your order. If you have any questions, please get a hold of me. I'm happy to help you. That's about it for today. Hope you're going to have a great weekend. Thanks for watching, and stay well and be blessed. So long.